The final phase really goes into the area almost of alchemy. Wilhelm Reich said he discovered a unit of energy called the De-orgone, and orgone is a bit like chi energy, and in a sense that but it seems to have its origin in the orgasm. The actual physical orgasm produces this orgone energy, and because everything is making love, if you like, everything, even sound. Sound is composed of compressions and rarefactions. The sound, as the sound travels through the atmosphere, the oxygen particles expand. The actual air expands and contracts rhythmically, and everything is either doing that or going like this, like in a sort of sine wave oscillation. The sine wave is sort of symbolic of the movement of the man or woman on top of another man or woman, that kind of movement is symbolic of the thrust of the penis into the vagina, the rhythmic thrusting, and this is kind of everywhere you see it. So basically the orgasm is being experienced. Sexual reproduction, sexual acts are basically being reproduced on the atomic level, or never mind on the human level, on the physical level, on the level of the human body. And it's just that we experience orgasm, and when we do, we experience the orgasm of the entire universe. The entire universe is having an orgasm, basically. And but unfortunately, due to economic pressure, patriarchy, and monotheism also comes into play here. We repress this orgasm within ourselves, and we disconnect ourselves from the orgasm of the entire universe. So we are disconnected from ourselves and from the universe itself. And but orgone is everywhere, in every atom, on every level, from atomic right up to the environmental level, level of ecology, and but you can also isolate orgone energy, and you can actually collect it, concentrate it, and direct it around the body, and you can actually find it in natural objects, and you can use it in many different ways. You can use it as a source of free energy. And also Wilhelm Reich seems to also link De-orgone energy, which is opposite orgone energy, to nuclear physics. Splitting the atom released a lot of De-orgone energy into the world, and wherever you have nuclear reactors or nuclear materials, there's a lot of De-orgone energy collects around these materials. And also for Reich, De-orgone energy was also present, just as the orgasm creates orgone. The repression of the sexual orgasm produces De-orgone as well. So basically you have a noxious combination of radioactivity and possibly he would also say microwaves as well, too many microwaves in the world, and repression of sexuality. But of course Reich also said that the reaction to the repression of the orgasm, which is pornography, pedophilia, and all sorts of different sexual obsessions, also produces De-orgone energy as well. So you have repression, you have pornography, which is licentiousness, and you have radioactivity producing De-orgone energy, which is why it is necessary to actually to collect orgone energy and to direct it against sources of De-orgone energy, basically. And but as we see, the thinking of Wilhelm Reich gets more and more kind of starts off with a sort of a Freudian kind of way of looking at the world, and then becomes very quite materialistic, actually quite saying that there's a lump of orgone to be had and to be ingested and to be focused, and also mixed up with the political. I think Reich is a very, he's a bit like a modern energy healer in the sense that he brings, so many different aspects. He brings, political. It brings the sort of primeval, and he brings a kind of sort of an alternative physics to the whole question of our existence and the human condition.